Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of MRN Out Loud. I'm Woody Cain. Big show coming up for you, and we love to have first-time winners on Out Loud. This week, it's Zane Smith. You might remember his appearance from earlier this season when he was oh so close at Charlotte. This time, he got it at Michigan International Speedway. We'll talk to Zane as he prepares to face the Daytona road course for the first time. He's never raced a stock car on any kind of road course. We'll talk to him about the win and the race coming up this weekend. Then a little bit later on, we'll hear from Jim Decker, who's the president of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. Go Bowling is the sponsor of the Cup race this weekend, also the sponsor of Eric Almirola's car. We'll hear from him as he gets prepared to be the honorary starter and what's new in bowling. It's all ahead on this week's edition of MRN Out Loud. Stay with us.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTire.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTire.com. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Zane Smith joins us now, fresh off his first win in the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series. Runs the number 21 Chevrolet Silverado for GMS Racing. And Zane, we talked to you earlier in the season, and you've been having some good runs, and it seemed like you guys had seen steady improvement. And now you break through with a big win of all places at Michigan. That had to make Chevrolet very happy, first of all. But second of all, you find yourself at the end of that thing and you look out the window and there's one of your best friends in Christian Eckes battling you for that victory. Tell me about the end of that thing. And was that on your mind at all? Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to beat a good friend to get this done.
Yeah, I think we're both on the same page. We always joke around about it. We'll do whatever it takes to win. So, but yeah, those last couple laps were crazy. I went 2 laps of just straight wide open, hoping for the best, trying to get what I could get. And then I remember coming off of 4 in second with pretty good momentum and only the 18 to get by. And I knew that I was going to have a big old run. And as soon as I started my suck, I just knew I had to use it right there. I didn't want to use it down in 3 and 4. And so wait till the last minute. I don't think I really turned left getting into the corner. I was turning right from the moment I turned in, and pretty much just skated all the way through. And I was worried for a minute I was just going to collect both of us, similar to something that you saw with Brad and Blaney. And I was worried that was going to happen because that's really easy to do in the trucks. But luckily we were all good and came out in front.
Earlier this season, you talked about kind of getting too eager this season and your team trying to dial you back, and you went for a move that maybe you shouldn't have. Have you kind of evolved now to where you're trusting yourself more and trusting your instincts more, or trusting your team to tell you what needs to happen more?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, all this year I've just been going for it. I mean, just using every shot I could get, being smart with it, but when I need to use it, just laying it all on the line just because I'm trying to compete for a seat and a job. I'm fighting for my career. So I'm just doing everything that it takes. And if nothing does work out in my future, then at least I sleep good at night knowing that I gave it 110%.
Well, battling for a job, a good place to do that is from the playoffs, and that's where you're headed this year. Do you think you guys can make some noise once you get there? I mean, it seems like you've, with the exception of one crash, I think at Homestead, you guys have had speed just about everywhere you've been.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially kind of with like the new schedule in a way, I'm really looking forward to it, knowing like my first trip to Texas, we ran really well there. So it'll be really nice going back there. I'm actually looking at it right now, but really excited for Dover. That's actually probably my favorite track all year we go to. It's that Dover and Richmond. So those are my 2 that I'm really looking forward to. I feel like, where is it? I feel like Texas doesn't owe me one, but I'm going to have a shot at it. And I really want a Martinsville clock. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking forward to all of them. So, but the big one is that I have circled is Phoenix, because we all know that's the important one, and that's been a really good track for me in the past, and hopefully we could just keep that momentum rolling.
Well, speaking of tracks, you've got an unusual situation coming up this weekend with the Daytona Road Course. And I was talking to Matt Crafton, the two-time champion, and he said even he doesn't have any laps on the Daytona Road Course. What is your road course experience like, and what have you been doing to get ready for this race?
Yeah, I love it. Now me and Crafton are on an even playing field. They've been saying, "Oh, well, it don't matter. Everyone's got to have the same deal," but that's not the case at all. I mean, he's had years and years of experience. I'm on my 11th truck race, and of course, the one year I finally get a full season and get to go chase a championship, I don't get to qualify and practice. So that part stinks, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've never raced in a stock car on a road course, but all my background is kart racing. So not really the karts that a lot of NASCAR kids kind of grew up in. They do the dirt oval ones. I did the road course ones all around the country, and had a lot of success in those. So I'm really looking forward to it. I grew up as a little kid. Right after Christmas, I remember December 26th, we'd always pack up all of our stuff, and I'd have all like new clothes and all my new stuff from Christmas, and have either we fly out Christmas night or the 26th early morning, fly down to Daytona for Daytona Kart Week, and race down there. So I took home some trophies on Kart Week, so hopefully I take home another truck trophy.
I'm betting the line will be a little bit different, but what have you done to prepare? Is there any sim work, or you do any iRacing stuff to try and get ready for it? What have you done?
Yeah, so I unfortunately don't have an iRacing rig. I would love one, but I've luckily had a good bit of time on the Chevy Sim, and so that's a big thank you to them. I mean, that's where I think you'll really see differences between people like kind of translate the sim to real life, which I'm hoping it does, because we've been fast on the simulator. So that's a positive takeaway from there. But I actually just came home from GoPro Motorplex. We kart with my trainer about once, maybe sometimes twice a week. So we just came from GoPro, turned a lot of laps. I'm worn out right now. But yeah, I'm super excited. If you could win anything, I don't care if it's a RC car, a go-kart, a cup car, I mean, Rolex car, whatever it is. I mean, if you could win there, it's a big deal.
Absolutely. That's one for the trophy case and one for the ages. At this point of the season, do you kind of feel like, with as fast as you've been, this win kind of gets the monkey off your back a little bit, and now without that stress of worrying about can we make it to the playoffs, it might open up things for you?
Yes. So to be honest, I didn't even think about the playoff deal right when I won it. I was just so pumped. I finally got a truck win. Well, I don't want to say finally, because haven't really had that many races in one, but I felt like I should have won 3 already this year. Just with Charlotte, I just got beat on experience. We had a good truck, raced well all night, but I obviously am not as good as Chase Elliott or Kyle Busch at the moment. So,
Well, they had a little money going for the line there too, right? I mean, come on,
yeah,
there's a bounty thing.
exactly. So they had a little bit pushing it too. So, and then obviously Texas was a good one for us. And then so Michigan, I mean, like I said, that one I didn't even expect to really win. And then Kentucky, we ran really well, and then the rain cut us short. And then Kansas, we won the both stages, and then just lost in the final stage. So I don't know. It's just part of it. It makes it your first one that much sweeter. I hate missing out on opportunities just because I get only so few of them. So yeah, hopefully I could just keep on adding to the trophy case. That's the plan this year.
Well, I'm sure you will as fast as you guys have been. But, a lot has been made of the emotion that you had in victory lane after that race. And a lot of folks are like that after their first victories. But with you, I think there was a little something more to it because of you didn't take a traditional path to get to this point. Why was that such a poignant moment for you?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was so pumped. And then the flagman said, "Welcome to the playoffs." I'm like, all right, that's pretty damn cool. And then I get back to the truck and I'm like super excited still. And I don't know what Alan said, but man, something clicked with me, and it's been a long path. And I mean, farthest from easy. I really wish people could really see my situation. Me and my dad joke around about it all the time about how I'm 21 years old, and just with my career right now, I mean, we could write a damn book off this deal, just on how crazy it's been. I mean, my dad runs an off-road race team, and since I was 6 years old or 7 years old, I've had a group of investors to make it possible for me to even get to the top 3 tier series in NASCAR. And so like that's just a big deal as it is. And then to win in that situation, it's just a different playing field, really. I mean, that just brings a new outlook. I've talked to every single one of them. I'd seen a video of my dad freaking out. Probably couldn't share that one. There's some language added in there. But then there's also a group of investors, and I've heard like they can't watch it. I mean, they've watched it like 10 times, and every single time they cry at the end just because they know the situation, and it was hard to get that out. Sucks. I couldn't have thanked the people I needed to thank. But I don't know. It was really hard to get anything out at that time. And I don't know. I need to go win again so I get the people I need to thank out.
That's fantastic. Well, let's close with this. Something a little fun I noticed on your social media. Your Twitter account says Dog Whisperer. Where did that come from? You have like 8 dogs, or are you a trainer? What's going on with that?
No, so I've always grown up with dogs, and I mean, I think all my friends will tell you I love dogs, really animals in general, but I just have 2 dogs right now. I need to probably get a bigger place or something, or some land to have 8 or so. But I just have a golden retriever and a French bulldog, and I love them more than anything. And they're awesome. I try to take them wherever I go, or when I can at least. But it's kind of hard out in North Carolina. It's a little hot out here, but I don't know. I've just always been a big dog person. Or from here on, all the back of my helmets have my logo with me holding my 2 dogs. And I don't know, just a big dog person. Always have been, always will be.
Yeah, I am too. And the cool thing about them is they don't care whether you win or lose. They're just happy to see you no matter what.
Yep. Oh, I know. See, so Kygo, my French bulldog, has been through a few wins with me. So, I mean, people who have a French bulldog know French bulldogs have the weirdest personality ever. And so, to be honest, I really don't think he cares at all. My golden retriever, that was actually her first win. She's a year old now. And so like I bring the trophy inside, and she like jumped up on like the table and was like sniffing it and everything. And I'd seen her videos of her freaking out, and the dogs were tripping out on her. So a little bit different, but yes, that is what makes the dogs so special. They don't see wealth. They don't see anything else. They always love you. So I know I've came home from Homestead after wrecking on lap 5 or so, and they're excited to see me. And then I also come home from Michigan with a win, and they're just as excited. So that's why I love them.
Fantastic, man. Congratulations on that first win. Look forward to seeing you get around the road course at Daytona this weekend, and good luck in the playoffs.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Sir, are you aware you were going 40 miles an hour? This is a residential area. Sure, but I'm on my lawnmower? Wait, am I getting a ticket?
No, I've just never seen anyone top 9 miles an hour on one of those bad boys. And mow their entire lawn in 30 seconds? What got into you?
Well, it did fuel up at Sunoco this morning.
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. We've been doing it for American racing for over 50 years. Fuel your best.
Jim Decker is the president of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America and the honorary starter as we get set to go racing here in the Go Bowling 235 at Daytona. And Jim, it's nice to have you on, but before we get into some particulars, tell me why everyone seems to love bowling, because it's not just your father's sport anymore.
Yeah, Woody, bowling centers are like the center of the community in many towns across America. It's a place where young and old people can meet their families, their friends, and just have a great time. You know, Woody, last year, 67 million people in America went bowling.
Wow.
It's the largest participation sport in America.
That's fantastic. So I know that you guys are sponsoring the race and you're going to be on Eric Almirola's car as well, but how is the Bowling Proprietors Association of America in particular involved in today's race? You guys have done so much, and we've seen you around for a while in the sport of racing. It seems like everything's really working out for you guys in terms of a relationship with racing.
Yes. So the Bowling Proprietors, we're going to sponsor this race once again under our Go Bowling brand. And like you mentioned, we're sponsoring Eric Almirola and also the Stewart-Haas racing team with their number 10 Ford Mustang. And the other thing we're trying to promote with this race, Woody, is our Go Bowling America program. And that program is a program that we're kicking out. We're using this race as an opportunity to kick it off. The program, what it is, it's a chance for bowlers to bowl in a multi-week, non-competitive league where they'll receive their own bowling ball.
Yeah, non-competitive would be good for me because I like the bowl. I'm just not very good at it. When you get your own equipment and move on in that direction, how can people find out more about how to get involved in the program itself?
Well, they can visit the website, gobowlingamerica.com. And then that way, once they land on that site, they'll be able to navigate their way to a participating center in their local area.
We're chatting with Jim Decker, who's the president of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America and the sponsor of today's race, as well as on Eric Almirola's car. So what I wanted to find out from you, Jim, is what's different about bowling today versus when we may have gone in the past? Because it seems like the whole world has changed here in the last several months, right?
Well, let me tell you, bowling centers have taken every possible precaution to make bowling centers clean, safe, healthy. We have the best interest of our customers and our employees in mind.
Well, Jim, we know that some states across the country are not yet allowing bowling centers to reopen, and we've seen similar situations in NASCAR where different states have different rules. But if you could speak to the governors of all these states, what would your message be to them?
Well, I'd like to let the governors know that in 45 out of 50 states, bowling is allowed. And I can tell you that those centers in those states are taking every possible precaution to make the sport clean and fun and safe. I just urge the governors in the states where bowling's not allowed to please give us a chance to open again and get our businesses back. We're really ready. We just need a chance to reopen. Bowling's ready to roll again.
And finally, Jim, let's end with this. You're the honorary starter, so have you been practicing your moves to get this thing underway?
Well, I have my green shirt on, so I think I'm ready. All right.
That's absolutely perfect. That's Jim Decker, the president of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America, and they're helping us out here with the race and on Eric Almirola's car through the Go Bowling brand. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate your time.
Well, thanks, Woody. Thanks for having me on.
Well, that's all the time we've got on this week's edition of MRN Out Loud. Don't forget to join us every Thursday as we drop a new episode of the program. Let's thank our guests once again. Zane Smith, the driver of the number 21 Chevrolet Silverado for GMS Racing, coming off his first ever victory in the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series, and Jim Decker, who's the president of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. I'm Woody Cain, and we'll see you right back here next week.